in 2016, there was a document from the Central Bank of Malaysia describing cryptocurrencies, and they called Bitcoin and Ether cryptocurrencies. They called JP Morgan coin a bank currency, and they called XRP a supranational currency. So why am I bringing that up? Because I think that's pretty important when you have central banks in their official presentations that they've now deleted. You don't have to believe me. You can go back and look at my older video. I'll link it. And they literally label XRP as a supranational currency. What does the Keynes-Strickland plan need? A supranational currency, okay? Now, this International Clearing Union, the International Central Bank, that would be the IMF. Remember how I said this was a conference in 2016 between the IMF and the World Bank? Yeah, so in this conference, the IMF talks about how they want to play a larger role in the global economic sphere, okay? Right here. You could imagine the IMF could centralize reserve sharing agreements by administering a global reserve facility. The IMF is literally saying what I am telling you the Keynes-Strickland plan is, right? They want to enact that now. Why? Because the dollar has failed, okay? It is thus evident in how they envision the IMF as being a counterparty to central banks. The IMF would adopt the risk. Central banks could all swap with each other because they're all going through the central IMF. And the IMF would take on all the risk from all these counterparties. All right, so now I think I've explained to you how this would work, right? IMF is the global central bank. What is this supranational currency? It could be XRP, okay? And in that situation, if it was XRP, here is a price prediction for you. Imagine XRP is used as the bridge currency for all markets, okay? All currencies worldwide. If you added up the total money supply I just went through, it would be way more than 500 trillion. But we're just going to go with 500 trillion here, okay? And what is the supply of XRP, okay? Because for XRP to settle an amount of currency this large, XRP only has a finite supply, right? Its consensus has already all been created. There's 100 billion, right? So we're simply going to divide this trillion, 500 trillion, by 100 billion, all right? And keep in mind, this is a low estimate, 500 trillion. The money supply is a lot larger. So 500 divided by 100 billion. Need to put 3 more zeros on this one. $5,000 per XRP. And that's on a generous estimate if it is for the whole money supply. That's all the money, okay? So keep in mind that this is not something that happens after the lawsuit. This would be mass adoption of one global supranational currency. And if you take all the value of all this money, we're probably at around a quadrillion, which would put you over a $10,000 XRP.